Hi again, everybody. Craig Spivey on the Bearcat Sports Network and FullAccessSports.com. Talking softball right now with Heather Winslow of the Willamette Bearcats softball team. Damian Williams always has a tremendous club coming in. And this year, Heather, you're going to be a very young ball club. I think like 3/4 of your club is sophomores or freshmen. Talk a little bit about how the off-season has been so far, getting those new girls in after losing 11 players off of last year's team.
Yeah, it's definitely been really interesting and totally a different dynamic for us, losing that many seniors. But coming in with like this new, we have this freshness, we're all ready to go, and we don't need everyone, we're making our own way and we're making our own team out of it. And we're the scrappiest little team, we're just getting it. We come early to practice, we stay late, we know we're young, and no one's ready to expect, no one knows what we have. So it's gonna be exciting.
One of the things that Willamette has always had has been speed on the base pass. So you love to really put pressure on the other team, and I think something like 85% success rate in steals last year, and you yourself had several steals as well. So is that going to be a big part of the game again this year, kind of manufacturing some runs, moving girls over as fast as you can?
Oh yeah, that's always what we do. It's what we're about. We just like to run. We're always trying to push the bases as much as we can. In practice, we go crazy and push a lot because we like to find our limits, and so in the games we can just go even harder.
Last year, Heather, you came in here as a freshman, and you played a lot, and you had a tremendous batting average, well over 300 at the plate. And talk about that transition going from Oregon City to D3 softball, and what was that like? Because certainly you didn't play like a rookie.
Wow, well, it was definitely different. It was a lot harder than. There was a lot of mental game into it that I wasn't aware of. So coming in and I had a lot of help, and I took advantage of a lot of the help that was offered to me, and so just working really hard and just trying to do everything for my team. When I went up to bat, I was just okay, I just gotta help move my runners, So it was just a different mindset.
So coming into this year now, what have you carried over? What parts of your game have you been working on to improve?
I've just been working on just being up there and letting loose, just not worrying about it, having confidence in myself, and just going hard. So that's the main thing, is just getting up there to play ball, because that's what we're about.
Now, we talked about this team being young, being new, losing 11 players off of last year's team, and it's going to show up mostly in the infield. Certainly, you lose your entire infield. You move from the infield to the outfield. Yeah. But talk about that transition a little bit here, because you're working a lot of new girls into new positions, and girls have had to kind of move around a little bit. How's that been going together?
It's actually been going really great. It's definitely different, having all these new girls in the infield, having the freshmen. The freshmen are great. Everyone's really flexible. Our coaches are hey, we're gonna try this, go to this spot, and we just go for it. And so everyone is pretty versatile, and we can go everywhere. And so it's good. It's good to see that, and so we can really trust our teammates.
Well, the first preseason polls are out, at least as far as the Northwest Conference is concerned, and Willamette is picked third in the preseason, right behind PLU and Linfield. Yawn. They're always kind of there. But, the two teams are very, very close. But third, that's showing a lot of respect for this program, especially, like we said, the number of girls that you lost. Obviously, the coaches feel that you've got some talent coming back.
Yeah, definitely. I think that although, we have a new team, people don't know what to expect, our program is always what it is. We're always that team. We're always going to be pushing it, and so hopefully we can break that and not just be third, but get better than that. So.
Yeah. And coming up real soon here, as far as the season starting, you've got a tournament that's going to be up at Clackamas, and then our first broadcast will be at the end of February against George Fox. When you look at, let's talk pitching a little bit here, because you got Haley coming back. You lost Alex Watillo from last year, but Haley pitched a lot, and again as a true freshman, and she's really grown. Talk about how she has evolved as a pitcher going into this year.
She looks great. When she's on the mound, she's just ready to get after it. You can see it. She's working really hard, and we've done some hitting practices, and she's really zoned in and ready to take the mound. She looks like she's owning the mound now, so it's good.
Well, even with the defections from the team, from graduation and other things, you do return 3 out of your 5 top hitters, you being one of them. Kelly behind the plate is your top returning offensive weapon.
Yeah.
And, let's talk about that, because you do have a lot of offensive weapons coming back.
Yeah, we have Kelly, who's just always great at the plate. She's just always getting it done, And then we have a couple new people like Erin Norris is coming up. She's ready to get after it. We have a lot of lefties coming in, like with Jenna and some of the freshmen. And so I think it'll just be we have a lot of different ways we could go about it, but they're all strong. So.
Busy time of year for you with softball, and of course we also have school as well here at Willamette. Talk about what your major or your concentration is here at Willamette. What would you like to do once you leave here?
I'm majoring in environmental science with a natural science emphasis because I really like geology, and I'm actually planning on studying abroad in New Zealand to work on volcanology, and ultimately I want to go to grad school for that. So.
Very good. And yeah, you're going to be studying abroad, like you said, in New Zealand, and you got to be looking forward to that. That's going to be quite an experience, huh?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't even imagine it. It seems so surreal right now. So.
One of the great things about a Willamette education, getting a chance to study abroad. Well, the softball coming up here, as we said, in a couple weeks, the season opener for the Lady Bearcats. And then we'll be on the air February 23rd with George Fox University, doubleheader right over here at Willamette softball field. You're going to want to tune into that and catch up to all of the stats and everything going on with the Willamette softball on the official website, willamette.edu/athletics. For Heather, I'm Craig. Thanks for joining us, everybody, on the Bearcat Sports Network and fullaccesssports.com.